everyone. Today we are going to build a classic Chrome Dino game in Scratch. The dino runs, jumps and dodges cactus just like the real one. Let's learn about the learning objective. By the end of this lesson, a student will be able to identify and use the key Scratch programming concepts like events, loops, conditionals and variables. We are going to learn how to design and animate a sprite. They are going to learn the character movement using keyboard input. And we will implement a scoring system that will increase based on the character's survival. Today, we are going to learn about the concept of Scratch. We will design a simple Dino Jump game and we will debug and improve our game. Let's learn about Scratch. So Scratch is a visual block-based programming language that lets a student create games, animation, stories and interactive projects. It is developed by MIT and here students has to drag and snap the colorful blocks just like Lego. Let's see the editor of Scratch. This is called the editor of Scratch. Here on the left side you can see the colorful circles. This is called coding palette. You can click on any circle and you will get the colorful blocks. You can drag the block to the white area that is called the coding area. If you will click on this block, the character will start moving. You can see I have added the move 10 step and whenever I am clicking on this block, the dino is moving. If you want to delete any block, you can drag it back. Now, let's see that what is this dino called. So you can see there is a dino and obstacle present and this is called a sprite. Any character or image that is present in a Scratch, it is called a sprite. You can add a sprite by clicking on this choose a sprite button. So there is a sprite library. You can choose anyone. If you want to create a sprite by using paint, you can click on paint and this paint will appear. You can use all this paint tool to create a new sprite. If you want to delete a sprite, you have to click on this delete option and the sprite will be deleted. If you want to upload a picture that is present in your laptop, so you can choose upload a sprite. Now let's see the backdrop. Backdrop is also called a stage in Scratch. If you want to add a new backdrop, you have to click on choose a backdrop and the backdrop library will open. You can choose any backdrop. If you want to create a backdrop by yourself, you can click on paint and this paint will appear where you can use the paint tool to create a backdrop. So today we are going to create a backdrop. I have created this backdrop by using line tool. Let's learn how to use the line tool. This is called line tool. You can increase the thickness or decrease the thickness by clicking on this number. You can use this like this and you can use few more lines at different position. Now I want to decrease the thickness and add few more lines. So you can use like this. Like this I have added 4 backdrop. If you want to add a new backdrop, you can click on paint here and a new backdrop will appear. Now I have added a game over backdrop where I have used this text tool. So for using this, you can click on T and you can write game over. You can see the color. You can change the color by using this tool. And if you want to increase the size, you can drag it like this and you can place it anywhere you want. If you want to delete a backdrop, you can click on this delete option and the backdrop will be deleted. I have created this 4 backdrop. Now let's learn how to animate this backdrop. So the first thing I have done here, I have added 2 variables that is called Dino Lives and Score. Now let's learn what is a variable. A variable in Scratch is like a container or a box that stores information. Like if you play a game, there is a score variable, there is a time variable, there is a speed variable or lives variable. We can create, change and show or hide variable on the screen. So let's see that how to create a variable. You have to click on variable and you have to click on make a variable and you have to write the name and click on OK. When you will click on OK, the variable name will appear here. If you will check this box, the variable name will appear on the screen. If you will uncheck this box, the variable name will not appear on the screen. I want the variable name to appear on the screen. You can add the value by using set variable to 1 or 0, whatever you want. So first we want to do the animation for our screen or the backdrop. So I'm going to use the event. Event tells the computer or the program when to start. So I want to start when I will click on this start flag. So I have given the event when start click, and from the control I'm going to use repeat until. Repeat until tells the program that what is the condition to continue. So I have given that repeat until the demo lives equal to 0. So how long it will repeat? It will repeat until the demo lives is 0. So I have used the operator and I will use the variable called demo lives. I will drag it like this and I will give 0. Now I want the backdrop to change quickly. So I will give from looks switch backdrop. In starting, I want the first backdrop to come. Now if I will run, you can see the backdrop is not changing. Now I want to tell the computer to change the backdrop. So I will add another switch backdrop and I will choose the backdrop 2. Now if you see, the backdrop is changing quickly. I will add other backdrop also, backdrop 3, four. Now if you see, the backdrop is changing so quickly that I am not able to notice. So I will use the wait block. Because computer works in millisecond, I will use wait 1 second. If I will use wait 1 second, it will happen very slow. So I will make it little bit less and I will make 0.1 second. If you will see, the backdrop is changing little bit quickly. The same I am going to use for other backdrop. And I will give 0.1 second. Now you can see it happens quickly like it happens in game, actual game. At the end, I want my backdrop to go to last game over backdrop when the game ends. So now the backdrop is animated. When the demo lives will be 0, automatically the backdrop 5 will appear. Now let's move to the Dino. So let's learn that how to add Dino. I already told that we can upload a sprite. So I have uploaded a PNG Dino from Google. So this is the Dino picture. If you will see in the costume, it looks like this. Now we have to tell the computer that when start click, we want the Dino to show, because when the game over, I want the Dino to hide. So from looks we can get the show command I always want the dino to appear from the starting point. So wherever you want, you can choose the starting point. So this is my starting point, and I will check that my starting point x position is minus 200 and y position is minus 69. For doing this, I will use this go to xy. It will take the x and y position. Now I want my life to be 1 in starting. I want 1 dino life, and I want the score to be 0. Now when I start, you can see the demo life is 1 and the score is 0. Now let's see that how to code the moving of the dino or jumping of the dino. So for doing the jumping of the dino, we are going to use the key press event. Again, I will go to event and I will use the key press event, and I will give when up arrow. You can use any other key like space. So I will use the condition that it will jump when the dino life is equal to 1, because if the dino life is 0, we have to end this game. So I am going to use the control, and I will drag this if condition, and I will use the operator, and I will tell the computer that it will jump only when the dino life is equal to 1. Now it is starting from here that y position is minus 69. Whenever the character is going up and down, its y position changes. Now I have to tell the computer that it has to glide. Now how long you want to jump? Like you want to jump up to here. Check its y position. Its y position is 26. How long you want, you can jump. If you want to jump up to here or here. So if you want to jump up to here, check this y position. We have to change only the y position. So I want it to jump up to 74 y position. And after this, I want to wait, because computer works in millisecond. If I will not give wait command, it will jump very quickly. So it will wait for 0.15 second, and then again it will come back to the starting position that I have given. So I will give this, you can see, and my y position in starting I have given here minus 69, and I will change it to minus 69. Now let's run and check. You can see it is jumping. If you think it is going a little bit slow, you can increase this. So you can make it 0.1 second. If I will make 0.1 second, it will go little bit fast. Now let's add the code for obstacle. First, we are going to move the obstacle. So we have to add the code for moving. Let's add the start. When the game over, the dino and obstacle has to be hidden. So we have given the hide command for game over. So in starting, always we have to add the show command. I want the obstacle to start from this position. So you can see this position, x and y is already written. I will give this go to xy command, and always this obstacle will start from here. Now I want this obstacle to keep on moving forever. So I will give a forever. And how long it has to move? It has to move until the demo life equal to 1, equal to 0. So we will use the operator, and we will give that if demo lives equal to 1, it has to glide. I am going to use the glide. So where you want to glide? You can see it's X position is minus 83. I want it to glide up to so the when you glide, the X position changes and the Y position, it will remain the same. So we are going to use the X position and we are going to change it. So now the X position is 194 and the obstacle is going to move in the left direction. So when the obstacle or a sprite will move in the left direction, the X position decreases. So I want this X position to decrease to negative number. I want it to come up to here. So here the X position is minus 240. I want it to go little bit inside and I will give minus 250. And after this, it will again come back to the same position. That is 194 and minus 83. Let's run and check. You can see it is going up to minus 250 and again coming back to 194. So whenever I will start, it will start from there. Now we have to add the scoring system. For this, I have already added a variable called score. But where to increase the score? The score will be increased in Dino. So we are going to add a thing called broadcast. Broadcast tell the computer that when we have to do something. Broadcast send message to all the sprite. So what we want to send a message to the sprite Dino that it has to increase the score. So I will write score. My message is called score. And now I have to go back to Dino and I have to tell the Dino when I receive a score. So when we receive a score, we are going to increase the score by 1. So we will tell change score by 1. Now every time whenever we will cross the obstacle, the score will increase by 1. You can see the score is increasing. But if you see, the obstacle is not changing. The same obstacle is appearing. In obstacle, I have added few more costumes like this. You can create by using paint tool. So I want the computer to change the obstacle randomly. So after score, I want the previous obstacle to hide. And I want another obstacle to come, but I want this to be different or randomly any one obstacle can appear. So I will use the switch costume and I will use the pick random. I have total 4 costumes, so I will write here 1 to 4. And I am going to use the wait block. So the wait will also be random. Means the obstacle can appear at any time. So we will use the operator and we will use 0.1 to 1.5 or 1.6. How much you want, you can add. And now we have to show the obstacle. Means randomly any one obstacle will appear and then it will hide and then it will show. So you can see any one obstacle is coming randomly. Now we are going to add another command for live. So we have to end this game. We will add another start click event and we will add another forever because the game can end at any time. And what is the condition for this game ending? If the dino touches the obstacle. So we are working on the obstacle and we will use this sensing block that is called touching, and if the obstacle touches the dino, we are going to make the dino lives to 0. Now the dino lives will be 0 and we have given many command for dino lives, like the backdrop. The backdrop will not appear now if the dino lives is 0. So we are going to send the broadcast to everywhere that if the dino lives is 0, we have to stop this game. So we are going to use the broadcast, and we'll add a new broadcast called game over, and we will write here, when I receive game over, it is going to be hidden. The obstacle is going to be hidden. Even the dino is also going to be hidden. Now let's see this game. Let's run and check that it is working properly or not. Oh, okay, game over. So you can see I got 2 score. If you want, you can add a sound. When the game is over, you can add some sound. So you can add the sound from the sound library. And if you want to add the point, you can add some more. So this is the game over. You can change the sound from here. And if you want to add the point sound, you can add the point sound from the sound library. That is called collect, I think. So I will add for the score, start sound. So you can see the score is getting added. So this is all about our dino game. I hope you enjoyed this game. Now let's do a quick revision. So in today's class, we have created a fun dino game where we have learned that how to add a score and how to use the lives variable. We have learned about broadcast, collision. We have used the touching command for detecting the collision. We have used a platform called Scratch to create this game. Thank you for joining.